The text came in at 11:42 p.m., lighting up the bedroom while my wife slept inches away from me. I hate lying to him, but I can't stop thinking about you. For a few seconds, I honestly thought it was meant for me. My heart lifted before it dropped straight through my chest. I stared at the name above the message. Daniel, a name I recognized too well. Her project lead. The guy she said talked too much and stayed late for no reason. I didn't wake her. I didn't confront her. I lay there, phone glowing in my hand, listening to the quiet rhythm of her breathing while my entire sense of reality unraveled. I'd always believed devotion was enough. That showing up, being consistent, choosing your partner every day, that it mattered. I cooked. I listened. I planned our weekends. I never raised my voice. I trusted her completely. That was my mistake. The signs have been small. Easy to explain away if you wanted to keep believing. She stopped answering my calls during the day. Meetings, she said. Her phone was suddenly always on silent. She'd angle the screen away when texting, laughing softly at things she didn't share. When I asked what was funny, she'd shrug. Just work stuff. Work had become her favorite excuse. I told myself I was paranoid, that this was what stress looked like, that marriages went through dry seasons. I remembered our early years, how she used to text me just to say she missed me, how she'd fall asleep on my chest while we talked about nothing. Those memories became my shield against doubt. But doubt doesn't disappear. It waits. One night, she came home late, smelling faintly of a cologne I didn't own. When I asked about it, she laughed and said, "Office hugger. You know how people are." I laughed too, even though my stomach tightened. I started noticing how she dressed differently for work, how she stood straighter when she mentioned Daniel's name, how she seemed irritated with me over small things, dishes, laundry, the way I asked questions. It felt like I was suddenly failing a test I didn't know I was taking. The next message came a week later, accidentally mirrored to her tablet while it sat charging on the kitchen counter. I wasn't snooping. I was making coffee. I wished tonight didn't have to end. My hand shook so badly I nearly dropped the mug. I scrolled, heart pounding, breath shallow. There was weeks of messages, not explicit, emotional, intimate, confessions, long late-night conversations where she poured out pieces of herself I thought belonged to us. He doesn't see me the way you do. I feel alive when I'm with you. I sat down at the table and stared at the wall for a long time. No tears, just a hollow ache spreading through my chest, like something vital had been removed without anesthesia. When she came home, I almost pretended everything was fine. Habit is powerful, love even more so, but I couldn't carry it anymore. "Are you seeing him?" I asked quietly while she took off her shoes. She froze, just for a second. That was enough. "It's not that simple," she said. Those 4 words cut deeper than any confession. We sat on opposite ends of the couch like strangers. She cried. She said it started harmlessly, that she didn't mean for it to cross a line, that she felt lonely, unseen, stuck in routine. She said Daniel listened, that he made her feel desired again. I wanted to scream. Instead, I asked, "And me?" She looked down. "You were safe." Safe, as if that was an insult. I told her I needed time. She agreed. Promised to end it. Promised transparency. Promised therapy. I believed her because I wanted my life back. For a while, things improved. She was attentive. Present. Her phone stayed on the table. She kissed me the way she used to. I told myself we were healing. Then, one afternoon, I ran into Daniel at the grocery store. He looked uncomfortable. Guilty. He said my name like it weighed something. "I didn't mean to hurt you," he said. She told me you knew, that you were okay with it. The truth hit me harder than the texts ever did. She hadn't stopped. She'd just learned how to hide it better. That night, I didn't ask questions. I didn't raise my voice. I packed a bag. When she realized what I was doing, she panicked. She begged. She cried harder than I'd ever seen. She said she loved me, that she was confused, that it didn't mean what I thought. "I was still choosing you," she said. I looked at her then, really looked. The woman I loved. the woman who had broken me while holding my hand. No, I said softly. You chose comfort over honesty. And I chose you. Every day. That's the difference. I left before I could change my mind. Some nights, the memories still hurt. Small things, songs, smells, places, catch me off guard. I grieve the marriage I thought I had. The future I planned around a person who wasn't fully there. But I've learned something important. Devotion without truth is just sacrifice. And love without respect is loneliness. I learned the truth too late to save us, but not too late to save myself.